Hey guys, so I'm Bridget. I used to make YouTube videos a while ago when I was younger. Then life happened and I kind of just stopped. But I always liked making videos, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to it. I'm turning 19 on Sunday of this week. Today's Monday. And I was thinking about the past 19 years. And I know this is going to be like super cheesy, but I really wanted to come on here and kind of say all the things that I've learned in the past 19 years. And I want to look back on this on my next birthday, my 20th birthday. Maybe do another video, things that have happened to me in the past 20 years. I don't know what, that's a year from now. So I'll go back then and see. But until then, yeah, gonna say the things I've learned in the past 19 years of my life. And this is probably the most important thing that I learned in all of my time being on Earth. That is not to take life seriously. I seriously believe that we have about 90 hopeful years, 90 plus years being on this planet. Who knows the way medical science will go in the future, and maybe we'll have longer, but at most we have about 90 years. And the first, say 16 years, we're too young to do much of anything at all other than watch and figure out what we want to do in the future. The rest of our life, we do that stuff, and then for the next, the last 15-20 years, we look back and all we have are memories because our bodies are too old for most of us to end up doing things. And I want to explore and see as much of life and the world and all that's out here for me to see as possible, because whether you believe that we were put here for no reason or some reason in general, or that there's an afterlife or there's not, or that we're reincarnated or whatever, whether any of those things are true, we still have this life here to use however we choose to use it, and I personally don't want to waste mine. So I think that we shouldn't take life so seriously. We shouldn't worry so much about making mistakes and stuff, because who's to say it's going to be a mistake? It could end up being great in the future. You never know. The second thing that I've learned in my 19 years is to care for people. There's absolutely no benefit to you for being mean to someone or unnecessarily hurting someone. It does nothing to you, and all it does is make you have bad karma and be a bad person, and there's no point to it. I freaking love potatoes. Potatoes should be a food group of their own, because seriously, you can do so much with a potato. Potatoes are so good. There's french fries, there's mashed potatoes, there's baked potatoes, there's tater tots. Oh my god. Potatoes are seriously the best food in the entire earth, and I think that I could probably survive the rest of my life by just eating potatoes. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Cooking is fun, but you can only really claim that you're a good cook or that you're wifey material because you can cook if you actually cook, because usually cooking is not like riding a bike, and you will go back into the kitchen and forget everything you ever knew about it and probably burn some stuff, and it's not gonna look good, and everybody's gonna be like, I thought you could cook, but you can't. The same goes for baking. Life is extremely interesting. There's so much to do in life that has nothing to do with other people. And I mean people like your boyfriend, your family, your girlfriend, your friends, whatever. You can do so much alone. You can draw, you can make YouTube videos, you can take pictures of things, you can skateboard, you can go to the beach. There's so much stuff that you can do by yourself that doesn't require anyone else, and it's so fulfilling, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with being alone. The next thing that I've learned is being a good friend and having good friends is really important. There always will be a day that something happens that I don't want to be alone for, and having good friends is important. And because I have those good friends, being a good friend is even more important, because I want to be the person that my friends can come to when they're having a hard time. I want to be there for them. Having bad friends is completely and utterly useless and a waste of your time. If you see that someone is being a bad friend, like a legitimate bad friend, why are you wasting your time being friends with them or dating them? Life is short and there's no reason to waste your time on anyone, especially if they're not forced to be in your life. If you don't work with them or they're not in your family or whatever, then don't waste your time on them. Being a forgiving person is important. Forgiveness is about you, not about the person who did something wrong to you. And moving on is more beneficial to your life than it will be for theirs. People aren't perfect. People will hurt you. No matter how much they care about you, people will hurt you. People will do things to you that they wouldn't want done to themselves, and you're gonna do things to people that you wouldn't want done to yourself. It just happens. People aren't perfect, and because of that, we all have to be forgiving and we all have to be able to move on. But at the same time, don't be a pushover. If you see that someone is hurting you on purpose or hurting someone else even on purpose, that's never okay. You should never be okay with being hurt regularly. You shouldn't be a pushover, but also be able to forgive and move on, even if moving on doesn't mean having them in your life anymore. There's one place and one person in this entire world who it is perfectly 100% okay to be spoiled by them and to spoil that person, and that is the person who you're in love with, the person who's your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, spouse, fiance, whatever. That person can spoil the crap out of you, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. And if they're not spoiling the crap out of you, it is a-okay for you to ask for it. That is the one place on earth where you get to be a princess or a prince, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't judge people. Honestly, you'd be surprised by the people who are going to come into your life and really matter. You'd be surprised by the people who are going to come into your life and make a difference and teach you something, and you'd be surprised by the people who are going to come into your life with absolutely no significance but who will entertain you. And you'll be surprised by the people who are going to come in your life and leave, and you'll be surprised by the people who will come in your life and stay. People will surprise you. You never know where you're going to meet your lifelong partner. You never know where you're going to meet your best friend. You never know who's going to be the most interesting person in your life. And if you judge people, if you look at someone and decide not to allow them in your life, and you're closed off to that opportunity, then they never will have a chance to change your life, and you're probably missing out. Be open to experiences. I personally probably take this one a little bit too far, because I'm always open to experiences. I'm always the one to be like, heck yeah, I'll go with you wherever you want to go. Let's figure out life. Let's go do stuff. Let's have fun. But I think it's a good thing. I think you should experience as much of your life as possible. Be safe and don't hurt anyone. I think those are the two most important rules. Is you don't want to end your life early, and you don't want to hurt anyone else. There's no reason to do that. But if it doesn't include those things, have fun. Enjoy life. It's all out here for you to enjoy. The world is your oyster. The next thing I learned in the past 19 years is that I don't know anything. There's absolutely nothing that I'm an expert on. If somebody else says they know better, most likely they do. But sometimes they don't. And so all you can really do is listen, be open-minded, and follow your heart. Because sometimes someone's gonna steer you wrong, and you'll go down the wrong path until you figure it out and you move on. Sometimes they'll steer you right, and you'll be so glad you listened to the advice that maybe you weren't going to take in the first place. All you can do is hope you get it right and keep pushing. The next thing that I've learned, and probably haven't really learned, is save your money. Definitely won't ever regret saving your money, because there will come a rainy day when you need it. Now, I'll let you guys know whenever I actually learn that lesson. Always have a side hustle and always have hobbies. You're not considered a hustler if you just wake up at 9, go to work 9 to 5, come home and party. That's not a hustler. A hustler is somebody who does that 9 to 5 but also has 4 or 5 other businesses, other money-making revenue on the side. And you don't have to be a hustler, but have a hobby. Life, as I said, is short, and life, as I said, is extremely interesting, and you should take every second of your day that you're not focusing on one thing to explore something else. And when you are focused on one thing, if you are working or whatever, you should be interested in what you're working on, because it'll just make your own life better. There's nothing wrong with being interested in what you're doing. So work to make yourself happy, not for money. Play with kids, play with a dog. Animals and children and old people all know way more about life than you ever will. They teach you a lot, and they're really fun, and they always can make you smile. So never lose the chance to play with somebody's dog or take care of somebody's kid. Even if it's kind of annoying sometimes, it'll probably be worth it. And the last things that I've learned in these past 19 years of my life is to always be respectful, always be grateful, and always be honest. Those are probably the most important personality traits you can find in any person, and then the most important personality traits to instill in yourself. Alright, so this is the end of my video. I'm gonna edit it probably on the way to my job. Maybe I'll post it either tonight or tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna do one or a couple other videos. I want to vlog maybe my birthday, so maybe if like people actually watch this and they want to, then y'all can like let me know if you want to see my birthday, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but I know like I have a lot of friends coming up to our general area of where I live. We're gonna party, whatever. I don't know, but I want to show you guys maybe. And then also I'm definitely going to do another video after my birthday. That'll be 20 things I want to do before I turn 20. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!